Hey you everybody, and welcome back to the Truth Lab. It's your boy. It's the Truth Lab back with another video. Listen, if you're like me and you think Disney is the most magical place on earth, buckle up because today we're diving into the vault, dusting off some old Mickey Mouse ears, and uncovering 10 Disney facts that are so unbelievable, so mind-blowingly awesome, you'll be saying, "No way!" Get ready to have your mouse-loving minds blown. First up, did you know that there are hundreds of hidden Mickey Mouse heads throughout Disney parks? No, seriously, we're not talking about the giant Mickey head balloons you buy on Main Street. These are like secret Mickeys. They're called hidden Mickeys, and they're like little Easter eggs scattered all over the parks. You can find them in the architecture, like in the way the bricks are laid out, or even in the landscaping, like in the shape of a flower bed. And get this, they're even hidden in the rides themselves, like you're on Splash Mountain plunging down a waterfall and bam! Hidden Mickey. It's like a giant scavenger hunt for Disney fans, and trust me, once you start seeing them, you can't stop. Speaking of Mickey, did you know that the original voice of Mickey Mouse was none other than Walt Disney himself? Yep, that's right. The man, the myth, the legend, Walt Disney was the one who brought Mickey to life with his own voice. Can you imagine that? Walt voiced Mickey from his very first appearance in 1928 all the way up until the 1940s. That's some serious dedication right there. I mean, talk about being the voice behind the most iconic cartoon character in history. Walt Disney, you were the OG Mouseketeer. Alright, are you ready for a super secret Disney fact? Shh, come closer, closer. Okay, so there's this place in Disneyland called Club 33. Sounds kind of mysterious, right? Well, that's because it is. Club 33 is a private, members-only club, and it's so exclusive, so top secret that there's a waiting list of, get this, years. We're talking like longer than it takes to build a Disney castle, years. Members pay a hefty annual fee, but for that price they get access to all sorts of VIP perks. I'm talking private dining areas, exclusive events, and even limited edition souvenirs that you can't find anywhere else. It's like the Illuminati of Disney fans. Chapter 4. Have you ever been on the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland? Of course you have, it's a classic. But did you know that the ride was actually inspired by real haunted houses? Yep, it's true. The Imagineers who designed the ride drew inspiration from a number of different haunted houses. But one of the biggest influences was a mansion in New Orleans. And get this, the Haunted Mansion actually uses some of the same techniques that real haunted houses use to create that spooky vibe. We're talking hidden doors, optical illusions, and even sound effects that'll send chills down your spine. Some people even believe that the ride is based on real supernatural stories from New Orleans. Spooky. Chapter 5. Okay, while we're on the subject of the Haunted Mansion, let's talk about that famous line, "There's room for one more." Any volunteers? So creepy. But did you know that the line 999 happy haunts actually has a hidden meaning? It's true. There are 999 haunts in the ride, but the Disney Imagineers cleverly designed the ride with 1,000 total. And guess who the 1,000th ghost is? That's right, it's you. As you ride through the mansion, you become part of the haunting experience. It's like they say, we've been dying to have you. Chapter 6. Alright, get this, Walt Disney's original plan for Disneyland was even bigger, even more magical than what we have today. I'm talking about a full-blown Disney city. Yep, you heard that right. Walt didn't just want to build a theme park, he wanted to create a futuristic city of tomorrow where people could live, work, and play, all surrounded by the magic of Disney. Can you imagine? It would have been like living in a real-life cartoon. Unfortunately, due to things like zoning laws and, the limitations of real life, Walt's dream of a Disney city never came to be. But hey, a mouse can dream, right? Chapter 7. Pop quiz. Hotshot. Where was the first Disney park built outside of the United States? If you guessed Tokyo, Japan, then you're smarter than a talking mouse. That's right. Tokyo Disneyland opened its doors in 1983, making it the first international Disney park. And get this, it was also the first Disney park to be built with full cooperation from Disney, unlike the original Disneyland in California. Today, Tokyo Disneyland is one of the most popular theme parks in the world, and it's home to some of the most unique and exciting attractions you'll find anywhere. So if you're ever in Japan and you're looking for a little Disney magic, be sure to check it out. Okay, time for some real talk. You know that crazy rumor that Walt Disney was cryogenically frozen after he died? Yeah, about that. It's totally false. I know, it's a bummer. The idea of Walt Disney being frozen in time just waiting to be thawed out when technology catches up is pretty amazing, but alas, it's just not true. Walt Disney was cremated after his death in 1966 and his ashes were scattered at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. So, rest in peace, Walt. Your legacy lives on, even if your body doesn't. The myth likely started because of Disney's fascination with the future and technology. He was a visionary, always looking ahead, which made the idea of him being cryogenically frozen seem plausible to some. Over the years, the rumor has been fueled by urban legends and conspiracy theories. Cryonics, the practice of freezing individuals after death in hopes of future revival, is a real science, but Walt Disney was never a part of it. Today, there are organizations dedicated to cryonics, but it remains a controversial and largely experimental field. Disney's family has repeatedly debunked the myth, stating that he was indeed cremated. So while the idea of Walt Disney being frozen is a captivating story, it's just that, a story. His true legacy is the magic he created that continues to enchant the world. Ever wonder who's behind that goofy voice of Goofy? Well, get this, the voice actor who brought Goofy to life, Tony Pope, wasn't even supposed to be Goofy. It was a total accident. Back in the 1950s, Pope was just another voice actor trying to make it in Hollywood. He wasn't even on Disney's radar, until one fateful day when he was hired to do a single Goofy short, and the rest, as they say, is history. Pope's voice was so perfect for Goofy that he ended up voicing the character for decades. That's right, some of Goofy's most iconic lines, the ones we all know and love, were delivered by Tony Pope. He even continued voicing Goofy into the 1990s. Talk about a career-defining role. Alright, last but not least, we've got one final secret to share with you. Hidden deep within the heart of Disneyland, there's a secret room. A room so exclusive, so shrouded in mystery, that only a select few have ever stepped foot inside. This, my friends, is the Disneyland Dream Suite. Located above the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, the Dream Suite was originally intended as a private apartment for Walt Disney and his family. Can you imagine? Having your own apartment right in the middle of Disneyland? That's the life. After Walt's death, the apartment was left unfinished for decades, until it was finally transformed into a luxurious VIP guest suite. Today, the Dream Suite is used for special promotions and events, but it's not open to the public. So, if you ever get the chance to peek inside, consider yourself one lucky duck. And there you have it, folks. 10 Disney facts that are sure to impress even the biggest Disney fan. From hidden Mickeys to secret clubs, Disney is full of surprises. So the next time you're at a Disney park, keep your eyes peeled and your ears open. You never know what kind of magic you might discover. Be sure to let us know in the comments which fact you found most fascinating. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss out on more incredible truths right here on the Truth Lab. Until next time, keep exploring.